Dave, I was actually very excited when I heard that I was assigned to you because as we've had our meetings and I'm getting to know you and the group more, I recognize you have a different style than most people in the room. I feel like most people who are attracted to Toastmasters are naturally a bit of performers who might be a bit more extroverted or easy to get loud and excited with our variety. But you have this great quietness to yourself, maybe a little introverted, but it's not a lack of confidence. And so you have this really cool style that I like, where you can deliver some humor, even in a bit of a deadpan way. You don't have to get animated to deliver a punchline and still get laughs from the audience. I think that's great. So my biggest recommendation is playing to your strengths, rather than trying to force yourself into the different mold that everybody else maybe naturally tends to go to. Identify your strengths and play to them. And that is not to say don't stretch yourself to incorporate things like vocal variety, pacing, maybe a bit of body language, because you were pretty rigid the whole time. You did stand here with your hands behind your back and pretty well planted except for the occasional nervous shuffle, but yeah, just work on those little things, but don't drastically overhaul your delivery, I think. I think you have a really unique style. I think at the very beginning, you could have maybe used the introduction. You had prepared a nice introduction that Greg read for you and given you an avenue to just kind of get into your speech. Your introduction was quite a bit of repeating what Greg had said, so we were already on board with the general premise of your speech after your intro that you had already written. Of those things, if I were to give you one to work on, strategically working on first, would maybe be your pacing. So you have a pretty consistent rhythm. Your intonations don't fluctuate too much, but you have a pretty consistent rhythm. But to play to your strength, I feel like a slight little pause, and then hit them with the punchline or something will drive those points home. Like when you came to the realization that your wife's traditions were, quote, ingenious, just a little bit of pause and then hit them with the ingenious and it'll really take home. Otherwise, I thought your speech was good. Your speech was get to the point. You could structure it a bit more to where the conclusion isn't just a repetition of the introduction, and we can follow along A, B, C through your speech structure a little bit more. But overall, I think you've got a lot of potential, and I'm excited to see how your style develops. So, thank you.